There are 17 hidden laws shaping your reality right now. Each teaching you'll hear was hidden in stone, but lives inside you. You're not here to survive reality. You're here to create it, consciously, coherently, vibrationally. This video will reprogram the way you see reality forever. You'll uncover the channels of life force inside your body with these 17 vibrational teachings that, when applied, realign your energy field and give you the power to shape your future with precision. You won't need to guess what's blocking you. You'll see it and shift it. Subscribe now and start tuning your life to truth. Lesson 1. Everything you call real is just vibration slowed down. That chair, your voice, your pain, all of it is frequency and form. When your signal is misaligned, life glitches. Dreams get stuck. The body reacts. Nothing flows. You try to fix the world, change the outside, push harder. But the outer is just an echo. The source is internal. The field isn't listening to your effort. It's listening to your signal. And vibration is the language it understands. What's more, the denser the emotion, the slower the frequency. Guilt, fear, self-doubt. They drag your signal down. But clarity, love, alignment, they raise the entire field, and the field responds with precision. Want to shift your reality? Then stop trying to fix the symptom. Start tuning your frequency. Not with words, but with coherence. Focus plus emotion. Creation. That's not philosophy. That's how the field operates. You don't have to believe it. You just have to feel it work. So the question is, what are you vibrating when you're not pretending? Because your field doesn't lie. It reflects, it amplifies, it returns. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are, and what you are is what you vibrate. Lesson 2. Your world doesn't define your state. Your state defines your world. Consciousness isn't reacting to reality, it's selecting it. Every thought, every belief, every emotion tunes your signal. And that signal is what the field mirrors back. Most people try to manifest from desire, but the field reads frequency. You don't get what you want, you get what you're tuned to. Your thoughts send a signal, but your feelings shape its clarity, and your beliefs decide which version of reality shows up. Think of consciousness as a dial. The frequency you hold is the station you hear. You can't tune into peace if your core is still broadcasting fear. You can't fake alignment. The field responds only to coherence. Your mind speaks, but your vibration commands. Raise the signal, and the pattern must shift. External chaos often reveals internal noise. So instead of fighting the mirror, adjust the light behind it. If that hit deep, drop a comment. What are you truly tuned into right now? Your awareness might unlock someone else's. So here's the question most avoid. Are you creating life or echoing one you never chose? The field is neutral. It doesn't care what you think. It delivers what you transmit, and it always does, with precision. Lesson 3. Your thoughts may set the intention, but it's your emotions that write the code. Energy moves where emotion flows, and emotion collapses possibility into matter. That's why positive thinking without feeling doesn't work. The field responds to what you vibrate, not what you say. Emotion is the raw material of expansion. It's electric, magnetic, precise. Fear and shame distort your field. Gratitude and presence restore it. Your body becomes the amplifier. Your field becomes the map. Reality follows, always. Whether you're conscious of it or not. Science already knows this. Your heart generates a measurable electromagnetic field, and it's larger, stronger, more coherent than the brain's. The mind analyzes. But the heart, he knows. That knowing is not thought, it's resonance. So here's where most people get it wrong. They try to feel good to manipulate results, but the field can't be tricked. It detects purity. True emotion isn't pushed, it's remembered. And when it's remembered, reality bends. Pause here, breathe, feel what you're really radiating. Your reality is listening, even in this moment. Emotions aren't noise, they're frequencies. They hold weight, they create gravity, they sculpt the invisible into form, and what you feel consistently becomes your world. Lesson 4. When your life feels chaotic, it's not the world collapsing, it's your field out of sync. Outer disorder is often just a mirror of inner imbalance. You keep trying to fix the mirror, not realizing the crack is in the source, and the source is always vibration. Your emotions ripple into the field before your words do. Illness, confusion, sabotage, all begin in dissonance. The body reacts when the center is lost, but the cure isn't control. It's realignment. Balance isn't the absence of motion, it's coherence in motion. It's when your frequency holds, even when the world shakes. True stability doesn't mean no chaos. It means you're no longer ruled by it. The irony? Balance takes no effort. It returns the moment resistance stops. When you stop forcing, chasing, overthinking, you remember your centers and everything begins to reorganize. Think about this. How much energy have you spent fighting what needed flow? The universe doesn't mirror your efforts. It mirrors your equilibrium. When you hold a stable signal, reality calibrates. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. You're not here to chase harmony. You're here to emit it. Lesson 5. Your energy doesn't just come from thoughts or feelings. It flows through invisible channels running through your body. These currents, like rivers, carry your vibrational signature. When blocked, they dim your clarity. When open, they ignite your field. Many call them Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, names from ancient maps, but you don't need to know the names to feel the flow. You feel it as tension, as calm, as presence, or absence. And the body never lies about what's moving underneath. You can be mentally positive and still vibrate in scarcity. Why? Because your channels are clogged with fear, guilt, or neglect. No amount of mindset will override stagnant life force. The field can only respond to what's truly circulating. So how do you unlock it? Through breath, through movement, through silence, stillness, awareness. These aren't trends. They're technologies. They cleanse the pathway. They restore your inner flow. What would happen if your energy started flowing freely again? Because when your channels are open, your frequency rises. Not by force, but by design. And when your signal expands, everything begins to respond. Your life doesn't shift from the outside. It flows from within. Lesson 6. If everything is vibration, then sound is your most powerful sculpting tool. Sound doesn't just move through space, it shapes it. Every word you speak sends a frequency into the field, and every tone carries form. Thoth didn't say sing the song of freedom as a metaphor. He meant it literally. Your voice has geometry. Cymatics shows this. Sound creates shape and matter. Even silence carries tone when charged with intention. Your words are waves. They either build or break your field. The field doesn't respond to noise, it responds to resonance. When you speak with truth, your signal organizes. When you lie or numb, the pattern distorts. You don't need to be loud. You need to be clear. Even a whisper charged with presence shifts more than empty volume. Your voice can realign a room or collapse its balance. The key is awareness of the architecture you're building. Breathe and listen. What sound are you living inside right now? Speak like the universe is listening, because it is. Every sound you emit teaches your field how to behave. So speak not to impress, but to realign. Your voice is not decoration, it's design. Lesson 7. You've seen the symbol, circles within circles, lines in perfect symmetry. But the flower of life isn't decoration, it's blueprint. A living vibration frozen in form, a code older than time. It doesn't just represent creation, it vibrates as creation. Thoth revealed it as the pattern behind all things: atoms, cells, galaxies, thoughts. Every frequency maps itself into this geometry, and when you observe it, something awakens. You don't just see it, You feel it, because deep inside, you are it. The same design that structures the cosmos lives within your field, and when you align to it, the universe recognizes you. This isn't sacred just because it's ancient. It's sacred because it remembers what we forget. It holds the harmony we long for, and the coherence we were built to emit. Ever wonder why you feel calm just looking at it? That's resonance. So don't just study the flower of life. Breathe with it. Meditate into it. Let it mirror the order inside the chaos. Because it's not just a symbol, it's a signal. Lesson 8. Not all transformation begins in light. Some begin in fire. There's a flame inside you, ancient, silent, and alive. Thoth called it the all-burning force. It doesn't destroy, it purifies. This fire isn't rage, it's transmutation. It burns fear, doubt, and outdated identities. But only if you stop resisting and let it work. Because what you suppress, you keep fueling. Ignored, this fire turns inward, into anxiety, collapse, chaos. But honored, it becomes elevation. The fire doesn't ask for perfection, just honesty. It burns what no longer resonates. Every breakdown you've survived was fire doing its job. You thought it was the end. It was an alchemical beginning. Pain is not the enemy. Repression is. The fire reveals what the ego hides. Let the fire do what it came to do, cleanse you. So sit with it. Let it rise. Don't explain it away. Don't run from the heat. Because once the density is gone, all that remains is light. Lesson 9. Everything vibrates between opposites. Light and dark, high and low, masculine and feminine. But polarity isn't division. It's the dance of evolution. And when you resist one side, you freeze the flow. You weren't meant to eliminate your shadow. You were meant to integrate it. Thoth taught, opposites are two ends of the same force. Fighting one is denying the whole. Pain, anger, doubt. They aren't enemies. They're frequencies waiting to be harmonized. Not bypassed, not silenced, but overflowed with presence and light. Balance doesn't mean neutrality. It means power held in harmony. You ascend not by avoiding contrast, but by becoming the bridge between extremes. Your wholeness lives in the space where you stop choosing sides. So stop swinging between love and fear. See both, hold both, transcend both. Polarity isn't a trap, it's a map, and you are the one meant to read it. Thoth revealed 41 secrets to awaken your power. Click the card now to expand. Lesson 10. You think time moves forward. But what if time isn't a line, it's a field? A vibrational terrain you walk with your consciousness. And every step you take is frequency, not minutes. Thoth revealed, time doesn't move, you do. Your vibration decides where you stand in the timeline. Still vibrating like your past? Then that's where you remain. Anchored, repeating, trapped. Your story isn't stuck because of memory. It's stuck because your signal never changed. You're not haunted by the past. You're tuned to it, broadcasting its frequency. Change your vibration and time bends. New paths open. New versions of you appear. You don't rewrite history. You exit the version still looping. The past isn't chasing you. You're tuned into its channel. What if the future you dream of already exists, waiting for your signal to match? Time doesn't forgive. It doesn't punish. It reflects what you sustain. If you want to move forward, stop dragging old frequencies and let the field show you a different now. Lesson 11. You don't walk on Earth, you walk with her. This planet isn't a background, it's a conscious field. She breathes, she pulses, she remembers, and your body is tuned to her rhythm. Every beat of your heart mirrors Earth's magnetic pulse. Your cells still carry the memory of ancient soil. Disconnection from nature isn't just emotional, it's vibrational decay, and it shows up as anxiety, fatigue, confusion. When you touch nature, your field recalibrates. Not spiritually, electrically. The forest isn't just peaceful, it's coherent. And when you slow down, you match that frequency. Thoth knew the earth wasn't inert. He taught that its vibration amplifies your own. It doesn't give you power. It reminds you of yours. But only if you stop resisting her rhythm. Maybe what you're missing is not clarity, but contact. So walk barefoot. Breathe with the wind. Not because it's poetic, because it's precise. The earth is not here to be escaped. She's here to realign you. Lesson 12. Not all desires manifest. Not all thoughts create. The field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. Intention isn't a wish. It's a frequency. A silent code broadcasted from your coherence. When your mind says one thing, your heart feels another and your field vibrates something else. Nothing aligns. Nothing flows. Nothing manifests. Intention only works when your thoughts, feelings, and energy say the same thing. And most people skip that part. You don't attract by force. You attract by truth. When your desire is pure, not desperate, not grasping, it magnetizes. The universe doesn't need convincing. It needs coherence. That's why impatience kills manifestations. Because rush is a signal of distrust, and the field will never deliver where trust is missing. Alignment requires presence, not pressure. Speak less, align more. That's the true code of creation. You're not waiting for the universe to answer. The universe is waiting for your signal to stabilize. When you embody your intention fully, reality has no choice but to follow. Lesson 13. Before every sound, there is silence. Before every creation, there is stillness. Silence isn't absence, it's origin. It's where vibration is born, shaped, and encoded. Thoth knew silence wasn't empty. It was sacred, a field of pure potential. When your mind goes quiet, the signal gets clear, and the universe finally hears you. Most people are afraid of silence because it reveals the noise within. But silence isn't punishment, it's purification. It strips away illusion. It recalibrates your frequency without saying a word. In silence, answers rise. Visions come. The body listens. This isn't meditation as escape. It's connection. You don't leave the world behind. You re-enter it aligned. Close your eyes. The loudest truths are waiting beneath the quiet. So find stillness, not just when things are calm, but especially when they're not. Because silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means everything is being prepared. Lesson 14. Your thoughts aren't you. They're what you generate. The mind isn't your master. It's your instrument. And the moment you observe it, its power shifts. Because thought only controls when it goes unquestioned. You're not inside the thought. The thought is inside you. You are the awareness behind the noise, the still witness beneath the storm. And that is where real power lives. Thoth taught that the universe itself is mental, which means creation starts not outside, but in the invisible. Before form comes perception. Before structure comes signal. Imagination isn't fantasy, it's blueprint. Belief isn't passive, it's construction. You don't create by effort, you create by frequency. And the mind follows the dominant signal you emit. You're not living inside reality, you're projecting it. So next time your mind spirals, pause, not to fix, but to remember. The mind doesn't lead your life, your consciousness does. Lesson 15. Everything moves in waves, light, time, emotion, breath. You can't escape the tides, but you can learn to ride them. Resisting rhythm is suffering. Flowing with it is transcendence. Thoth revealed, cycles aren't punishment. They're patterns, designed to teach, refine, recalibrate. Those unaware get dragged. The awakened rise and fall with grace. Mastery doesn't erase challenge. It transforms your posture inside it. When the low tide comes, stillness becomes your power. Because still water doesn't mean no energy. It means conservation. Your life has seasons. So does your healing. Don't curse the winter. Prepare for the rise. The wave isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. Are you drowning in the current or surfing it with consciousness? Learn to feel the rhythm. to move with it, not against. You're not here to stop the wave. You're here to become one with its intelligence. That's how you stop surviving and start dancing. Lesson 16. You weren't born separate from the cosmos. You were born as it. The universal laws aren't out there. They echo through your breath, your thoughts, your rhythm. You are not outside the code. You are the code. Mentalism, vibration, polarity, rhythm. They're not ideas. They're your operating system. You don't need to study the stars to find truth. You need to remember what's been living in you all along. Thoth said, "As above, so below. As within, so without." Not as poetry as blueprint. The universe didn't hide its secrets. It wove them into your DNA. Your inhale follows cycles. Your thoughts pulse with frequency. Your emotions mirror polarity. You're already vibrating as law, even when unconscious of it. You're not learning something new. You're decoding what you've always been. So stop searching. Start aligning. You weren't meant to control the cosmos. You were designed to move with it. The law doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to resonance. Lesson 17. Fear was never designed to protect you. It was designed to limit you. It's the most efficient control mechanism, disguised as caution. The more fear you carry, the easier it is to manipulate your signal. Nothing collapses your energetic field faster than fear. Thoth taught that fear traps the soul inside illusion. It convinces you that you're small, fragile, dependent. But fear is just energy, distorted through belief and repetition. It dissolves the moment truth enters the field. You weren't born afraid. You were programmed to be. Fear of death, fear of failure, fear of being different. But here's the truth. Every fear is a mirror of disconnection. From your power, from your essence, from your freedom. The virus is fear. The cure is awareness. You can't overcome fear by force. You transcend it by remembering who you are. Fear loses its grip when presence returns. What would your life look like if fear wasn't running quietly in the background? So face it, not to fight it, but to see through it. Because the moment you stop obeying fear, your field expands, and control loses access to your vibration. It's easy to raise your vibration for a moment, but transformation doesn't happen through moments. It happens through consistency. The field doesn't respond to what you touch occasionally. It responds to what you sustain. Many feel the shift, but then fall back asleep. Old habits, same triggers, familiar chaos. And when reality doesn't change, they say it didn't work. But it's not that it failed. It's that the signal faded. The ego wants speed. The field requires stability. True manifestation isn't force. It's frequency held in silence. Not perfection, but coherence. Not intensity, but alignment. Your consistency writes your future. Every emotion you nurture, every word you speak, every intention you carry when no one's watching. That's the seed that becomes your reality. Reality doesn't happen to you. It responds to you. So stay awake, even when the world wants you numb. Stay aligned, even when the results delay. Because once your frequency holds, destiny has. No choice but to bloom. Subscribe and leave a like if you're ready to stop reacting and start remembering. Comment below. My vibration creates my timeline. Send this to someone who forgot who they are and needs to hear it now. Ready for your next step? Watch the next video where I show you how to unlock your subconscious patterns with vibrational transmutation.